The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors, Amazon.com and tpublic.com. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the Mouths of Madness, I'm one of the hosts, Lowdown. With me, as always, is
F.U. Hunter. What's up, bitches?
Oh, do I need to sing the Texas thing again? Can I do it? Can I do it?
Yes,
the stars at night are big and bright.
No. Do it as Pee Wee Herman, though.
I don't know if I could do that.
You've seen Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
I have.
Yeah.
But I don't. I
don't do a
good Pee Wee voice.
Oh, all right.
Here in the heart of Texas. See, I can't do a good Pee Wee.
The stars at night are big and bright.
So you should have done it.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
There you go.
Yep.
See? You say what? You should have done it. See?
I liked watching you struggle.
Fuck you. Fuck you in your face. I hope you see many more broken bones in many horror films.
God damn it.
Yeah. So if you haven't guessed, tonight we're going to be talking about some massacre that happens in Texas, but not just the new one, because we already released that. We're going to be talking about the whole fucking franchise, which, by the way, some of those franchises don't look like they happen in fucking Texas. I got to say, some of those movies don't seem like they happen in Texas.
No.
There's like two of them specifically.
Yeah.
That don't seem like they happen in Texas.
I think you can see their breath in one of them. Like
They were cold. Like, I don't think it gets that cold in
Texas. You know those deep, cold nights in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. But I could be wrong. I've never been to Texas, so I could be wrong. And tonight, with us, talking about this insane fucking franchise is none other than Katie of Nerdcropolis.
I'm so excited. What's up, y'all? Your Pee Wee impressions are giving me life. But yes,
I try to use the phone.
Stoked to talk chainsaw.
Yeah, it was actually funny. We had the weekend that the new one came out, like, I mean, it was just the socials was just buzzing with more hate for the new one.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I definitely saw a lot more hate than positive reviews.
It was getting trashed.
But you definitely, I always look at the Nerdcropolis for movie, when I see a post, it's a review about something, so I read it. And your review was interesting, but then you went forward and we're like reviewing all the other movies in the franchise.
Oh, you gotta go on a chainsaw-thon. Absolutely.
And I'm like, this is one of the franchises we wanted to do a full length on, and I'm like, all right, well, there you go. That's it. That's it. I don't know anybody else that has actually seen all the chainsaw movies, like all of them.
Oh my gosh. You got to.
I think we're the only other gluttons for punishment. Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, I cheated. I've watched all and a half, or all but one, like half of one, because I couldn't do it with Leatherface, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Understand.
There's a part of that movie when I said nope. I just stopped and said I will just get picked on for not finishing this movie.
Yeah,
completely understandable.
And I mean, this franchise it's gone in the way of many of the other iconic horror franchises where it's got a couple more, in my personal opinion, but where it just started off really, really strong. I mean, it was like an iconic, groundbreaking 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just lit the fucking cinema screens, dude. I mean, it was a whole new thing. We had never seen that kind of depravity.
I can't imagine watching that in 74.
Exactly. I feel like the horror fans are robbed of, we've had really good, groundbreaking horror films, but I don't ever think we're going to get the experience of some of these original ones, like when Nightmare on Elm Street came out, when Friday the 13th came out. I don't think we're ever going to experience a horror movie like that. Because it's been out for so long and it's just evolved.
It's
so
just that
horror's been part of our world. It wasn't at that point.
Being able to catch it that first time. I'm always jealous of the people that got to see Alien in the theater.
Exactly.
Because at that time, like I've said before, it was during the Close Encounters time. So people were like, oh, Alien, I guess it's going to be like, no. Yeah.
No.
And being in the theater, be like, what the fuck is happening here? I'm so jealous.
Exactly.
God, I want to experience that.
And especially now when we're all, in our adults, we're just like, where technology's gone with social media, we're so not necessarily I recognize when I'm seeing something fucked up, but the way it hits me, we're talking the age of fucking The Exorcist here.
It's hard to get caught.
People were fainting in the fucking theaters. When's the last time that happened? When's the last time that happened?
It's so hard to get caught off guard now because there's so much warning and so much event, and so you can't go in blind to a movie anymore.
No.
So that's why I love just kind of going in and picking out something on Shudder
Just a random fucking
and just
food,
random
yeah.
and just be like, all right, let's see, because
Yeah.
that's the only way to do it now. Because everything else, you're gonna know something about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. And the original Chainsaw was a drive-in movie, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine that. Maybe you're taking a date or you're like just there with some friends and then fucking Chainsaw comes on and there's like a corpse tower. There's fucking people being put on a meat hook.
Yeah.
Like people
good.
get hit in the sledgehammer. You're like, this is gritty. Like this is punk.
Just like we were lucky enough to sit on some panels with Gunnar Hansen,
Awesome.
and he was just talking about the filming, and like we had no
Yeah.
idea. Like at that, he was like, we had no idea what the fuck we were doing. He was like,
Right.
we were smoking weed all day. We had to film at nights because it was so hot. Like that,
Yeah,
like that's
the
why
heat.
most of the movie takes place in the dark at
It's
night.
one of those
you know?
movies.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
Like
Yo,
you
you
watch
can
that,
smell it,
You're like,
yeah.
oh,
and you
you
can almost
stink.
just
Y'all motherfuckers
smell
stink.
like
The dinner scene,
Yeah.
you know, it
Oh.
was. I read Gutter
Oh,
Hansen
that's
say it was
musty.
like 120 degrees
Yeah.
in there, and he's wearing that suit, and I just can't even imagine
The
filming
mask,
that.
like
Yeah.
the suit, but like
Yeah, the mask,
I'm
yeah.
a big. For me, I have a big problem with like just tons of face sweat.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I'm wearing a fucking mask. I'm like, oh.
and it's just drying up, and the smell, and he's just like, oh, that's good, yeah,
Yeah.
like that
He's a
smell.
big guy.
One of my favorite moments
He's a
is
big dude.
I do outside movies every once in a while, and my first kind of premiere of trying it out a couple years ago was Texas Chainsaw.
Nice.
Parker, my son, hadn't seen it before, so we sat down and I recorded just a quick bit of when I knew your first appearance with Leatherface. Pops up, door open, sledgehammer, and it's recording. And on the recording, you hear Parker go, "Oh shit!"
Because that is still, and it will. I have no doubt it will always be one of the most iconic. That's why when we did the Kills That Made Us for GalaxyCon in 2020, that was included because that is one of the most iconic scenes
Yeah.
in horror
Absolutely.
ever.
Absolutely.
Plus, we've gotten so used to daytime is safe.
Yeah.
And that
Nope,
movie
nope,
says,
nope.
nope.
You walked in the wrong house, motherfuckers.
I'm just saying it's brightly lit. You're looking around.
Yeah.
The house looks creepy as shit, but you don't think you're gonna get caught off guard by a door swinging open. And yep, you're fucking dead.
Sledgehammer to the face.
Yep.
There you go. All right. And Gunnar, he had a lot of good. It was fun to hear insights about because not only is it like that time period you're getting exposed to this film and it's brand fucking new. The world's never seen anything like it. It's also like get the insight of what it was like to create something like that
Yeah.
nobody had done.
Mm-mm.
Nobody had done. It's when you hear interviews about Halloween. The same thing. John Carpenter's
Yeah.
like, I was just trying to make a fucking movie, man.
Right.
Like it's become this iconic thing. There's like we were just trying to make a movie.
And that's
You know?
that's where it works is that in some scenes it almost seems like you're watching a documentary.
Yeah.
Because it's so low budget. And so like you're just kind of following these kids as they're like, oh shit, we're gonna go check out this house and everything. Like there's a documentary crew there because it just seems that way.
Yeah.
And it works. Like that's one of those movies I don't need a high def version of the movie of.
No, the grit makes it.
Well,
Yeah.
I will say that I have what was it, the 40th anniversary? Yeah, 40th anniversary
Mm-hmm.
of it. And they don't take out the grit. Like, it doesn't clean it up to where the grit's not there. Because then I would have been pissed off.
Yeah.
So the grit's still there because that is definitely a character in the film.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even before the Leatherface scene, when we get with the hitcher, what Tobe Hooper set up just with the hitchhiker was just, again, night and day from what we've ever seen in a horror film. This dude's
So
just
creepy.
like,
Yeah.
ugh,
Bonkers.
ugh. It's a good picture.
And
Yeah.
you're going into early 70s where there's still hippies. and
Everyone's
they're
like, no, man,
come
I'll
on,
give you a
man.
ride, bro. It's
Come on,
cool,
Right,
hop
right.
on the van, man. And because everybody's cool. And then you go, oh wait, maybe not everybody's cool.
This guy
like,
just had
I got
bones in his pocket,
Yeah,
like,
I got my knife here.
Yeah.
You want to see it? Like, yeah, that's why. And now, like, we watched it in our generations, and they go, no fucking way, we're picking that dude up.
Yeah.
no.
But
No.
We've seen
for
this
when
shit.
that time period that movie came out, they're like people watching going, yeah, I did that
That could
the other
really happen
week.
to me on the way
I
home.
did that the
Right.
other week with this guy. Like it seemed normal, not going. The sketchy motherfucker probably shouldn't be in our van till it's kind of too late.
And I think Tobe Hooper knew that. I think he was like, no, this is the society we live in. Let me play with that.
I agree.
And
Kind of fuck you hippies.
exactly.
Yeah.
But also like, hey, you could think you probably picked up someone recently and
Yeah.
took them maybe just 4 blocks. But yeah, they look at when they picked up somebody.
Yeah.
Eh.
Whoops.
And how many views did it take? I want you guys to be honest. Before you realized he marked the van with his bloody hand when he smacked it. That's what he was doing. Not trying to scare
Funny
them.
enough,
but he was trying to mark the fucking van.
When I watched it on my outside premiere,
See,
because it was such a,
Yeah,
it was such a
little bit
bigger,
too.
right?
bigger
Yeah.
screen
too, right?
a bigger screen. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. You think he's like, you've seen people like just try to like smack, to jar the people inside, like, no, I'm violent, smack. No, he was like, I'm marking them so they know, Like, so it's just so many. This is brilliant, man. It was fucking brilliant. It took me a while too. It took me. I remember this one time because I lived in multiple party houses, and at one point that film was played like a few times a week. It was on. So like I've seen that movie so much.
Yeah.
Like, but because like how many times I viewed it, it still took me forever to realize that's what he was
throwing
doing.
Stuff on the big screen too, you'll catch stuff that you're still watching on such a small screen that if you do watch it, like I was watching the outside projector. I've watched like random movie Fury Road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watched it so many times just on my TV. Watched it back on the big screen one time, and a scene I'd never noticed before is literally when they turn around and they're going back to where the water is, and you have the gang leaders and the dude with the fucking nipple piercings.
Yeah.
He's literally, when he sees them, starts rubbing his fingering his nipples.
Similar,
And I was like, I would only see that on the big screen. Yes, that's not some shit I would have noticed on regular TV.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, that dude's really excited to go after the chase.
He's
all right.
shiny and chrome.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, Chainsaw has a lot of details like that if you watch it over again. There's a great documentary too about how that film was made. We were just referencing how hot it is, like all the shit they went through to make that. It's really worth checking out. There's a couple of them on YouTube, so I would definitely recommend that.
Yeah, I think there was one that was it one on Prime or
I don't know if it's maybe, yeah.
It might have been one of the, like Tubi or one of those that I think.
I know how to get to YouTube.
Sure,
it's fine.
right.
Yeah, YouTube works.
Yeah, how Marilyn Burns hated the guy who played Franklin. He was a method actor and was always in character, and he's an annoying character.
God.
He was
Wait, when they're not even filming, he's like, I want to complain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like, I would take that wheelchair just off the set.
We posted a picture. It was like when they've made you want to kill a guy in a fucking wheelchair. Like, holy shit.
He's one of them.
Oh,
damn.
he's got to be like one of the only. Like, I mean, I can't think of really anybody else.
I'm just saying, give it up to
Sympathy.
Give it up to Toby Hooper to make us literally connect with all these characters, but one character we're already like, could you kill him as soon as possible?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like most of the time you want us to cheer for the survival of all these characters. He's the one character we're like, please
just
kill
him.
fuck out of him.
Yes, kill him hard.
Yeah.
Kill him bloody. Now,
like you're almost yelling at the hitchhiker for like, couldn't you just stabbed him? You were right next to him, dude. You just slightly cut him. Come on,
man. He was whining then too.
Yeah,
jeez,
just right to the throat. He can't talk.
He was like, "We got getting close to the house. That's good meat."
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a lot of meat on there.
There's that whole scene that like never gets talked about is when they actually go to the gas station and he's making the barbecue.
Yeah.
You're like, oh god. And
I'm obsessed with that because it literally did. My understanding is that like people really thought that was a true story, right? So people really believe that there was that gas station in Texas and that people were really barbecuing humans. And I love that lore.
Yeah,
that is one
so
thing
good.
I love about this franchise is that people really believed it was real.
One thing the franchise has kept consistent is John Larroquette.
Yeah.
With that.
Yes.
That voice to me is the franchise,
voice,
man.
yeah.
I mean, because he started it with 74, and you hear him in 2022,
right?
And it's so awesome
I heard
to
he
have
got
him
paid with a joint in the original movie. That's all he got.
Yeah. He's like, just read this shit. All right.
What Gunner's say in the panel? There's a scene where he's chasing her back in the house, and he doesn't know which way she went. So when he runs in the house, and if you go back and watch it, look for the scene. I can't remember the timestamp, but I've seen it since Gunner talked about it. He runs back in and he stops in the doorway and he's looking around. He's like, that scene, I was so high I didn't know where I was supposed to go. And then he's like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go up the steps.
You got this fucking mask, dude. Can you imagine? You're high as shit. You got this fucking mask on. You're like,
it was a true treat to meet him and talk to him at his table. Did a photo op with him.
That's cool.
And then it was like 2 years later he passed away. So I'm glad I got that chance to see him, because like he didn't really do a lot. Of the
he showed
circuit.
Up again in a cameo, and I can't remember which one it was. But
3D.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, you're right.
But no, he didn't do a lot outside of the circuit for like cons and stuff. Like I don't feel like, because I've been doing cons pretty heavy by the time that I met him and did the photo op and stuff. But I hadn't seen him in any of the cons that I'd been to up to that point.
That's cool.
So it was really nice to
Yeah.
He's a fucking icon, dude. He's the original Leatherface.
Absolutely.
And I remember I showed the photo op to somebody. I was like, well, it's him. I was like, motherfucker,
it's
you
him.
see his size.
He's a large man.
He's a big dude. I'm like 6'1".
Yeah.
And he is like this to me.
Right.
So you can't see, folks, but it's almost like 5 inches to 7 inches above me. He's fucking huge. And he was in full costume.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he had like the original, like lime fucking green chainsaw Right, I was
Nice.
like, that's what I think I loved about 2022 is that when the chainsaw they brought back, it was
brought
there was that
back.
lime green fucking chainsaw.
That was a good
Like,
Easter
thank
egg.
you
I
so
liked
much. I don't really know much more about the first one. Just maybe the fact that they really honed the big thing that, and my wife and I talked about that because she had only seen the remake, she'd never seen the original. So the first year we were dating, I showed her the original one, and she was like, I asked her which one do you like better, yada yada. And she's like, well, I like both, and I was like, really? Well, okay, well, why? And she said, well, first the remake one I'm used to seeing is all carnage. It's all about the gore and the jump, and she was like, this one's more all about the psychological.
Yeah.
And in reality,
there's not
a lot of it's all about her literally going insane inside one house.
And there's stuff you think you see that you don't.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
when he hangs someone up with a meat hook, you don't actually see it go through. You know there's a hook. He lifts them up,
and now she's hanging.
Oh shit! You get to see it, and like, no,
you
don't see it.
Now, but when he walks away, she's hanging. You're like, oh god, oh Jesus.
But everybody's head, they're like, oh no, you see it go through her. No, you don't.
The only chainsaw cut you see is when he cuts his leg at the end.
His own leg. He cuts his own leg.
Yeah,
exactly. Which was a funny nod in 3D.
Yeah.
Remember he cuts his own leg outside the cemetery?
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, was that the same leg? Is this just like cut the same spot? It's got to piss you off, bro. But yeah, so and I agree with that. Like, the newer one did focus on more of the gore. It did have some psychological fuck yous in the film, but
big time.
The original one was all just like mind fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, she wakes up and could you imagine waking up and looking down that fucking table?
No.
Can you imagine literally some old motherfucker like sucking on your fucking
Oh my god, that was the scariest part of the movie to me.
Damn.
Seriously.
So,
so gross.
And they're like, come on, Grandpa, try to kill her.
That reaction
try to
is
kill her.
That's what's awesome is it still gets that reaction. That's what.
Well, and the thing is it's like one of these kind of like, it's so fucking goofy that like this old ass motherfucker, they're like, come on, you can kill her, and he keeps like, it's too heavy, and he keeps dropping it.
Grandpa, you can get it, Grandpa, kill her,
you're just like, I know this isn't a comedy, but this is fucking hilarious because that motherfucker is not gonna be able to lift that shit up to hit her, right?
Yeah,
and he tries
so
like, oh,
character for me.
Yeah.
And then the fact that, and they've kind of played on this in some of the other movies, but this one is like, it's very, very recognizable that he changes his mask depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Like in the first one, you see him, he's basically being the mother character.
Right.
Because there's no mother there, right?
Right.
And moving on.
Blush.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of like a white, he's like done the foundation all white and done like what he knows rudimentary of like clown makeup.
Little blue makeup.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a tutorial, Leatherface. What you got? Yeah. I need a YouTube.
But I like, again, 74. Like that is, that was very like, okay, where are we going? What's going on with that? But there was no female in the family.
Yeah.
If you look at that movie, so there was so much there, and they did play on that later on in the series in a couple different ways. One of them wasn't so good.
Oh, Next Generation.
Oh god.
Yeah. Well, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. I knew we were going to spend a lot of time gushing over the first one because it deserves it. That fucking film deserves it. I will. If I'm ever somewhere and someone's like, hey, man, you want to watch sex? Yes.
Yeah.
I will fucking watch that right now.
What's crazy is that's completely a cult movie. It didn't come out and took off in theaters.
No.
And that's why like it was all built up. And I mean, when does the sequel come out? Fucking 12 years later?
And
how often does that happen?
And Toby and the same director who was like, I'm going to go 180 from that shit. Hold on, guys.
But I'm just saying, you get a movie, and even with build up and cult status, 12 years is a long fucking time to have the sequel come out. So,
yeah.
And I know there was a lot of convincing because honestly, Hooper had signed a contract with, I guess, Canon, and and they were like, oh, and their main agenda was, you can make your other movies, but we're signing you for a Texas like sequel.
Yeah. And
you kind of feel like, I got something for you, but it's not going to be in the same level of what you're expecting.
No, and we did a we've done it on the chopping block for Texas too. So if you want to go back, God, it was 2 years ago now.
I think so.
Well, it was a year ago. It was about a year and a half because it was a year ago from this past Thanksgiving.
We didn't do it face to face. I can tell you that. I'm pretty sure it was through Zoom. So
yeah. So, but we did on the chopping block with that film of how it stood, and as far as for a Texas chainsaw film, it didn't pass. As far as for like a schlock movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all day,
Yeah.
all
Obsessed.
fucking day.
It has
all fucking day.
some parts in it, but I mean, come on,
Dude,
Dennis Hopper,
man.
the Dennis Hopper
Hopper's amazing.
chainsaw fighting scene.
when he's picking out the chainsaws,
in the chainsaw room. It's so good.
and then he goes out and just hacks away at the fucking log.
Yeah.
It is so campy. I'm obsessed with that. I
And
love
just
it.
the like Leatherface, like pretty girl, let me touch you with my chainsaw stuff. It's
Like literally,
weird.
like almost touch your vagina.
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
chainsaw.
So
Yeah.
there's moments
Very
I mean,
erotic. I'm
and-
like, oh, whoa,
and
whoa,
it's
whoa.
kind of the debut for fucking a man that's in a plethora of horror shit after that. Fucking Bill Moseley. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Bill
that's
Moseley,
his
yeah.
first. And from the story I understand is that he had done a short film doing an impression of
Texas Chainsaw Manicure.
Yeah.
is what it was.
yeah, and Toby Hooper was so impressed with his impression of the hitchhiker brother that he was like, "I'm putting you in the next fucking movie."
Yep.
Like,
Nice.
Yeah.
No, his character I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
I do. His character is fucking funny. He keeps burning skin off his fucking plate.
But let's just say there's no real
God.
plot. It's,
No.
It's really
It's Leatherface going through some weird sexual frustration. It's
Dennis
Grandpa
Hopper.
pissed off because they're fucking up his chili game.
Yeah,
Like it's just this
that's
weird.
right.
It's not really like this happens and then this happens.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so
They try
now
to-
we're here.
They
Like,
try to establish that Dennis Hopper is the uncle of Sally and Franklin.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like, none of that. Like,
No,
It doesn't
it
matter.
It's so over
And
the
then-
top campy that none of that matters.
and then he just uses the chick to like as bait so
Yeah.
he can fucking have a chainsaw battle. Like,
None,
Yes.
none of it matters at the end when you see Dennis Hopper with two chainsaws battling Leatherface.
Incredible.
It's
Incredible.
like none of that. Everything else before doesn't matter.
Just forget about it.
It's just-
Just forget about it.
But and then you've got fucking Dad under the table telling maybe it's time to retire.
Yeah.
And he's like thinking about retiring. Like I gotta get out of this. You know, I gotta get some money. They can fend for themselves. Like, what the fuck?
you want to
Too old
talk,
for this shit.
but you want to talk about the people talk about experiences in the theater for the first time.
Yeah.
Imagine that crowd in
Imagine
Chainsaw
the same,
2.
yeah, the same people that went to Soul 76
And
12
are
years
like,
later are like, oh, fuck yeah.
Like,
what the fuck?
fuck is going on here? Like, I gotta itch my head. Like that, all that shit. You're like, are we the right? Like, I know Leatherface is in
Leatherface
here,
dry humping the air with his chainsaw. Yes, I totally signed up for
but
this.
you know what? As much as yeah, there's parts here and there I like of 2, but overall 2 is a weak fucking film. It's a weak sequel. All right.
It is.
But then
But it does.
we're
have,
gonna get
we
into the
talked
hold.
about this.
We're gonna get into the Hold My Beer movies.
Yeah,
after
we
that.
talked
right.
about
That's-
Texas
yes.
2 being
It's all
a
relative.
weak sequel, but having its positives. But overall, it was like we both kind of agree it didn't pass for us.
Yeah.
Like, but then we go way more in depth on why in the episode. But I mean, I will rewatch 2 over the next 2.
And that's what I'm
sorry, I will-
saying. The Hold My Beers Texas style. All right.
my
Hold
God.
My Beers.
I
I
got my-
have to, before we move on, have to say that Stretch, iconic woman in horror. I
Yes.
fucking love her.
She's done so much since
Yeah.
then too. Like
Yeah.
she was in Hatchet.
Yeah, she was in Hatchet.
Um,
She's all over the
And
place.
she's got a new one that just dropped. I added it to my list. It's on Shudder, but I haven't watched it yet. It's like basically like Book of something where I guess her character comes in to. It's an anthology.
Oh,
I guess she comes in
Nice.
into possession of a book that has multiple stories, and I haven't
Nice.
watched it yet.
Yeah, I hadn't
I'm
heard
just
about
reading.
that. Very
The
cool.
rating was decent, and the reading, and like I want to watch her in that. You
Yeah.
know, like her character was slightly annoying in Hatchet 3, but
I think that was kind of the point.
that was the
But she
point.
did a good job at it. Yeah.
Exactly. But I think it was the point,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And I mean, also, not to mention she was fucking hot as hell
Yes.
in that fucking movie.
Fashion
Like,
icon. Yeah, in that. But in 2, she's got the greatest wardrobe. I love it.
that's what I'm saying. In Hatchet 3, but also like Texas Chainsaw 2. Like, no, like I want to listen to your radio.
Yeah.
But and she's been in so much more that we're not naming. She is definitely
Just a
taken that and
plethora of horror.
Yes.
carried it.
Tales
with
of
her.
Halloween, stuff
Tales
like
of
that.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually the one I was thinking of. Yeah, great stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how to lead into 3. I don't.
Yeah. Okay, so 3
reboot.
stars a future star
Yeah.
is the best way I can put it. There's a Mr. Lord of the Rings
He
himself.
Yes.
Why are you going? I'm going Cronenberg. He plays a Russian mobster. Oh, he plays
Right.
a mobster in hiding prior to that. Yeah.
Right, but I'm going with it because that's when he became
The guy.
the getting to be the top name on the title of the Cronenberg movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but yeah, early Viggo Mortensen is part of part 3, and I don't know. what is there good to say about it? There's almost could be almost a good kill.
I was say she's got some stuff to say.
There's almost good kill, but man, this movie is fucking neutered. It's like they just cut everything out.
We saw that a lot in the 90s, but
that's right. I can't disagree. It is a forgettable sequel. I definitely agree with that. But if you look a little bit closer, it is a really like fun movie for horror fans. So Kane Hodder was the stunt coordinator.
Yep.
Greg Nicotero did the makeup for that. And somehow it becomes a metal movie. There is an end credit song that is a thrash metal song that is like, now's the time to join Leatherface's army, or like, we invite you to join Leatherface. And it is amazing. You have got to listen to it and look at the music video. It's amazing, but forgettable sequel for sure.
But you do have
video.
Yes,
Holy
it's
shit.
incredible.
You also have introduction of
that.
the most crazy fucking chainsaw you'll have in the entire series.
That's true.
Which is that gold chainsaw.
That's fucking insane.
You're never gonna see that again.
No. Can we get that back in the like just somehow for some reason? Like somebody like got a hold of the original one for the lore and they just like they blinged it up, like, or just some reason to have that get
Now,
that back in there.
I know I
do remember
stress,
that was fucking
one of the
rad.
successes to a lot of the Texas Chainsaw movies is the characters being kind of obnoxious.
Yes.
But god damn, I fucking hate that couple.
They're redeemable qualities.
Oh my god,
I
they
agree.
suck. I'm like, and they're like, what? Like they're fighting, and you know what? I don't need to watch a goddamn horror movie where this couple's fighting the entire fucking movie, man.
Yeah, fair.
It's like, what's that Netflix movie with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson?
Right.
Oh fuck.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Take that
Marriage?
movie.
I think it's called Marriage.
It's called Marriage or something, right?
Take that
Something
movie
simple.
and then put in lame ass kills. There's part 3. Like, it's just them fucking fighting,
disagree.
no fucking gore, and a gold chainsaw. There you go. Yeah.
But they fucked you with the trailer. The trailer was so like teaser, like, you know, it's peaceful, calm, and you see a dude standing by the water, and then he turns around and he's Leatherface. And he slings the chainsaw in the air, and it's all dramatic. And you remember that shit?
Yeah.
It was so fucking. I'm like,
That's the
this is
best thing of
badass.
it.
I'm like, no.
Which is always bad when the best thing of that movie was the trailer before I saw the movie.
And who thought that they needed to add a mullet to Leatherface? Like, who the fuck thought of that?
Dude, he's rock and roll. She just talked about at the end of the movie.
Metal movie.
He's got to be a little bit,
God.
look, he's still killing people, business.
Yeah.
All right. But, he's going to jam the fuck out.
Got him oscillating.
Party in the back. All right.
Party-
So, yeah.
Because I love trash horror, and if you follow my Instagram, you will know this. But I always look for redeemable qualities in these horrible movies. It does also have kind of like a Tremors aesthetic. If you watch this movie, it's very much in the daylight.
Okay, I could see that.
Tremors is the much better 1990 horror movie to watch, no
Yes.
doubt.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you mentioned this earlier. Like, there is quality that's kind of connected throughout the whole series, which is this iteration, like this notion that daylight is scary. It's always in the daylight.
Yeah. Well, because daylight's safe. And a lot of the Texas movies go, no, it's not.
No, not at all. No.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we're isolated, so it doesn't fucking matter what time of day it is. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, that's basically what. Like,
But yeah.
But that's a good point. I didn't think about the Tremors-esque thing, but yeah,
It's bad,
there is a
though.
vibe
I
there.
can't
Tremors just
disagree.
did a really good job.
Yeah,
Tremors.
exactly.
Like,
Yes, Tremors and that.
I'm just talking aesthetically.
One
No,
was in-
nothing else. Yeah.
I can completely see what you're saying. I can agree.
One
Yeah,
was released in theaters, and one was direct to
one
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait.
And then
we haven't gotten to this giant shit show.
I'm pretty sure part 3 might have gotten some theatrical, but it was pretty much. I remember the first time I saw it was on the shelf in the video store. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And this next one,
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. When the chainsaw is a lipstick tube on the cover, fuck me
Jesus.
running, dude.
But
Holy
what's crazy
shit.
with this one is this one literally has 2 people that right
Oscar winners.
after this movie
Huge stars.
became huge. Renee Zellweger and fucking
Well,
all right.
Matthew McConaughey did not become huge right after that. So, I mean, he did do...
What did this come out?
He did-
and Confused before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but
and
that-
then
But he wasn't a huge
then he
star.
did Frailty.
Right.
Ah.
No. What year did part 4 come out?
95, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 95, yeah.
96, Time to Kill. That's when he blew the fuck
yeah,
up.
you're fuck
So
yeah, that
literally,
movie's awesome.
this
Yeah.
came out, and then right after that, Time to Kill is when he became
Then he
a
went
household
back
name.
and did the Bill Paxton film Frailty. I don't know
Yeah,
if
but
you guys have seen that horror film.
I like
that's
Frailty.
2000.
I love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's 2000. So yeah.
that's like down the road, but that's still like low budget as fuck.
Probably his next time he's like, all right, I'll try horror again. It kind of almost fucked up my career at the beginning. Like,
Yeah, Frailty, way better film than Texas
Yeah,
Chainsaw Next
fuck
Generation.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Killer Joe, also not bad. Yeah,
Killer Joe's so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
yeah, I like
so
it.
good.
I like it a lot.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Lincoln Lawyer.
I
Dude, we
love
can just
Lincoln
talk about Matthew McConaughey.
This is now a Lincoln Lawyer stand
No,
episode.
once he like stopped doing the rom-coms and like you really showed us how he could act, I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, bro, you got it. Like, stop fucking him with
Right.
to 10 ways to get rid of a guy or whatever the fuck bullshit you're doing. Like,
all right.
So bonkers he's in this, yes.
I
Now,
know, right? Yeah.
now we were talking about the shitty couples fighting in the last one. How can they maybe?
Oh, prom. It's prom.
How about
Right.
douchebags at prom?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
there you go.
Insufferable.
Yeah.
I got. You know what I don't need? High school drama in my Texas Chainsaw movies.
But it's so those guys are so fucking horrible. It's like, dude, it's like, hey, bro, we need to get to this. They're like, all they care about is getting there just to fuck the girls they're with. It's like, you guys are like so hard just driving there. You should just fuck each other.
Just
like,
do
that's
it,
like,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
seriously, like, what the fuck?
Go get some pussy. Oh,
Like, calm the fuck down. Like, holy shit, you're gonna roll up in there and be done in like 2 seconds. Calm down,
Oh my
calm
God.
down.
It's nuts.
But it's so obnoxious. It's so
Yes.
fucking obnoxious.
Yeah.
And that's before we get to the rest of the film.
I know. I just
first
say.
10 minutes,
and
yeah.
then you get through and you get some kills, and then it's a game of, okay, holy shit. All right, so Renee Zellweger, how many times does she escape and then come back
Like
and then
50,
escape and
yeah.
then come back?
By the way,
And
it's
at
cold.
some point-
It's cold in Texas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cold
But
in
she
Texas.
literally, it's like, wait, is she part of the crew? Oh wait, no, she's still held hostage, but she runs out whatever she wants. Okay, this is where I was like, I know I watched this and I wasn't high, but are there government conspiracies
Yes!
in a fucking Texas Chainsaw movie? Because there's dudes in suits and they're like, this was all set up by us. I'm like, what is going on here?
I don't understand. How does that not make sense to you? That they would be enlisted by the U.S. government to become terror squads in Texas to keep everyone free?
What the
It
fuck?
makes so much sense.
Who wrote that shit?
Cam Hinkle, the original writer.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
yeah.
a new, like, whatever bud he got when he wrote that shit, like, that's some, like, gets you, like,
Yeah, that's that
high
good.
as a kite.
That's that good.
Because
Holy
I see
shit.
him writing that shit down and, like, looking off to the side and seeing, like, X-Files and going,
Yeah. Oh, that's
hold on,
so
hold
true.
on. You know what would be really good in my fucking movie? Fucking deep operative government shit. Yeah, man. And he put it in it. And someone looked at it and went, cool,
Yeah,
whatever.
This is great.
Dude, why did no one make a fucking poster with Leatherface and a chainsaw and there's something saying I want to believe?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't
Oh my
no one?
Seriously.
Why didn't
Someone
no
Or
one?
make
him
that,
cutting
please.
two
This
X's.
is yeah.
Oh my gosh, fans of this
Two
show.
chainsaws.
It was the same time period. Fucking X-Files started what 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm
it
saying.
was- it was
It's,
like,
that's
eh.
in the peak of X-Files time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That motherfucker was high as shit, had it on the background and said, I'm going to just, nobody will notice.
No, we don't notice. No.
I am putting out a call to your listeners. Someone needs to make that, please.
Yeah.
We know very talented people, more talented than ourselves. Please create that. Make that happen.
But
And he has that robotic leg too.
Yes.
Like he's got.
You can hear him coming.
Yeah.
And it's always getting stuck. He's like, God damn it, he's beating on it. Like, what the fuck?
come on, leg, yeah.
Janky.
Janky as fuck.
God damn it. It's,
Oh, how about when he runs over? He's like, just like literally just burns rubber on that fucking one dude.
He does.
He just stops.
Yeah.
He's like, time to rock. Puts a fucking cassette in and is like just revving on that dude.
oh, there's a scene when Renee Zellweger runs out and he jumps out of the window and makes some weird eagle sound
That's
thing.
right,
He's
he
like, ew! And I'm like, I know Matthew McConaughey wants to burn every fucking copy of this fucking movie.
He does say all right, all right, all right.
He
in
does.
this
He
movie.
does.
Literally, there's a
He
scene,
does.
and
Yeah.
you're just waiting for it. And you're like, wait. And this came out after Days of Confused.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I wonder how many people wait if they have a chance to ask a question to bring up Next Generation.
Yeah.
That would be me. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
dude, I love you in a lot of stuff, but I gotta see your face when you talk
I'll
about
say
this
this.
film.
I'll say this. The movie is dog shit.
Oh, it's
Yes,
terrible.
it's bad.
It's
But-
terrible.
He leans into it so much.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I'm going to overact like a motherfucker.
God.
Every scene, I am fucking crazy. And there will be, at no point do you question how fucking crazy I am. Because every time the camera comes on me, I'm going to say some whack out shit, make some sounds, and do whatever I can to make sure you know I'm fucking crazy.
There's this one scene. It's one of my favorite moments of the whole franchise. He runs out to the porch. Leatherface is chasing after Renee Zellweger, and he goes, "Git'er, Leather."
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Is this the movie too where they call him Leather and not Leatherface?
They call him Leather.
It's
yeah.
just Leather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone said, "Look, the kids are. We did polls, and they don't like the Leatherface anymore. Let's just give him Leathers. The
Cool
name's
nickname.
Leather."
And
Okay.
before he did, they went into like the cross dressing that was brought in with everything about the movie, the poster, the cover, everything. They lean so hard into him freaking out about, like, in this film he freaks out about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, there's one chick he's trying to keep in the fucking freezer,
Right.
and he's like, it's
Yeah.
like, stop. Leatherface is not that much of a bitch, okay?
That's
He's
right.
not. He's not. He definitely freaks out about things, but how he stops it is he murders you.
Yes.
He murders you. He doesn't just cry about it and then put something over top of the freezer. Remember, he pulled that thing down,
Yeah.
and he slams it on top of the freezer. I'm like, that he would have
That-
opened it up, hit you with a sledgehammer.
Yeah,
Stop
exactly.
making noise.
Shut up. Yeah.
You already neutered him in the 3, and you literally just, watered down
And there's
so hard.
opportunities with kills, and they just kind of throw them away. Like your first Matthew McConaughey scene,
Yeah.
and he doesn't just like stab motherfucker. He just breaks
Yeah.
his neck. And you're like,
Yeah.
that's a waste.
It's totally a
Yes, it
waste.
is.
That's Texas Chainsaw. You don't break someone's neck.
No.
That's a Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm watching a fucking Texas movie. You stab the fuck out of him and you tear his face off. All right, God damn
Yes.
it.
The man has spoken. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Instead of Alfred Justice, it's Alfred Chainsaw.
That's right. Yeah. You gonna chainsaw me? You what? You gonna chainsaw me?
Oh, man. Oh, my God. All right.
So the franchise.
So we had 2 movies
is-
that were just wasted the potential of
Kill.
the only person that utilized a chainsaw like that. We had Evil Dead, but he didn't utilize a chainsaw like that.
Right.
You know, it's a waste as far as the kills go. And for some reason, in this continuity, or this chronology, they put 2022 as a sequel to Next Generation. I'm like,
Wait.
no.
What? No.
So we got to correct that. So this timeline is almost as fucked up as Halloween.
There's
Almost.
I think
There's
they're
only
about
3.
to say.
Halloween's got 4.
I was gonna say because there's a
Halloween's got 4
couple
timelines.
attempts. Okay.
Halloween's got 4 timelines. There's only 3
yeah,
with Texas.
because you count Halloween 3. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's,
But the timeline for
Besides-
this is insane.
oh yeah.
But if
so
you
we
take
just
out
finished one timeline.
if you take
We
out
just finished
Halloween
one
3,
timeline.
which is just them trying to go another direction.
Oh no, you've got Rob Zombies too. That
Well,
makes
no, but I'm saying this has the complete reboot and then 2 attempts at requels or whatever, right?
Yeah. So we'll go into that.
Okay.
There's really only like 3. There's 4 continuities here. Halloween's got like 6 actually,
All right.
including Rob Zombies.
Yeah.
No, I would say 5. There's 3 continuities that we know of, plus the Rob Zombies, plus just counting 3.
Okay.
So it's 5. There's one extra because Halloween 3 could have led to something, and
But
still
let's just say
could.
this franchise gets close to
We need
the
David
oh
Gordon
shit,
Green to
oh
come
shit,
back.
let's try again. Oh shit, let's try
We
again.
need David Gordon Green to come
100%.
back and say like, "Hey, I want to do a sequel to Halloween 3." Yes,
Love it.
do it,
Do it.
Yeah.
please. So there we go into old Michael Bay, the old ghetto Transformers himself,
Yeah.
Platinum Dunes. Oh boy! All right, I do not like the beginning. I do not like that movie. We did a killer filler on the the remake that came out first in 03
Okay.
versus 74's,
Mhm.
and I didn't come out and say it was a killer for being better because there's no fucking way. There's not a single Texas movie that ever is going to come out that's going to be better than the first one ever. Challenging you motherfuckers. But I did enjoy the 03 remake for what they
I love that.
where they were taking it.
Yeah.
I did not like the beginning. I thought the prequel was
The big.
slow and
Yeah.
like I didn't like the added film time that Full Metal Jacket
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
What's his name?
Arlie, goddamn,
Arlie?
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like because he got a lot more film time in that.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the film time he got. Like in the remake, it was when you saw him, he was fucking you
Well,
up.
and-
He was
yeah.
fucking with
Well,
you.
that is
Get on
true.
the ground. I'm fucking beating your ass. I'm going to torture you before Leatherface gets to you.
The beginning,
You know, like-
the start of the beginning, he's very just kind of weird whack out job guy,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Well, you're threatening my family. Die, sheriff.
Yeah.
I'll be the sheriff." That makes sense.
Oh, your clothes fit me. Woo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
so
a sheriff.
it's kind of
Like, get the fuck outta
cartoonish
here, man.
version of him that
Yeah.
you know, you do want the dude that's like yelling at you and it's kind of spitting in your face, kind of
Yeah.
that kind of
I mean,
crazy.
he's got in the remake. He's got them all lined out in front of the van on the fucking ground,
yeah.
and he just leaned against the van, like chilling, like
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like that's what I love.
He was
that
like more sociopath, where
Exactly.
he knew what he was doing.
Exactly.
He was very, where he
And,
wore a
like,
little,
he was already so old. Even in the prequel, it's
Yeah.
like it's not like you're not figuring it out, dude. You're already
Right,
fucked up.
right.
You're already fucked up.
Yeah.
You know you're fucked up. But I feel like the whole film, he's just like figuring out how to handle this. Like, dude,
Yeah.
this is not the
It's
first
not-
rodeo. This is not your first rodeo.
Yeah.
Stop it.
yeah, I agree.
And I think that really bled through.
Yes,
a lot. For
I
me.
do feel like this is another one that's just like a really forgotten sequel, and I do think they tried to lean in too hard to that early 2000s like more French extremist or like the torture porn angle type
Yeah.
of thing with it, and it just I didn't like.
Oh, you
either.
mean where literally the girlfriend's under the table
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
watching
Very
her
wrong turn, by the way.
Yeah, and getting
No, very wrong
and
turn.
watching
Yeah.
Wrong turn did it
her
well, though.
boyfriend
Yeah.
get killed, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't care.
Yeah.
And then you get the face taken off, and you're like,
They already did that in
he goes,
03,
you know,
yeah.
I like that face. That's a good face. Like
Yeah.
all right, man.
It's more impactful in 03 when people at the van finally meet Leatherface and he turns around and it's her boyfriend's face.
Yes.
Like that is way more
That was
impactful,
great.
you know? Because it's
Plus,
like,
they
I got a
incorporate
fresh,
this,
fresh
like-
mask.
Yeah.
Plus, they incorporate this whole draft dodger bullshit in there,
Oh,
and that's what
yeah.
sets off
Sets
the
up-
sheriff.
yeah.
Is like, you fucking draft dodger. Like,
I was in
why
Korea.
would you
Like,
fucking care about that,
he
man?
said he was in Korea.
Yeah, but still,
So he's a vet. I get vets carrying.
It's unnecessary.
Especially then. Like
Yeah.
I do understand.
he
vets
wants
caring
to
about
kill anybody that's an outsider.
Well,
You don't have to give a reason.
I think what they were trying to do was incorporate the fact that him being in war is what created him to be fucked up.
I guess.
I think, but
Yeah, and
he
it's
goes
too-
he goes in a story about we ate whatever.
Yeah,
and
that's
you know,
you're
like
right.
and like we're going to be. That's why, like, trying to
Yeah.
allude to that's why he's a
I
cannibal.
just-
Like, all right,
But
all
to
right,
your point,
bro.
it was too much.
Yeah.
They did too much with
It's
it.
too much.
Yeah.
It was like, this is
But I'm just saying, you don't even need the draft dodger
Yeah,
thing. You can just
exactly.
be out of towners.
Excessive.
You fucking come in there. You know, you don't need it.
I see what you're saying.
He's
I see
like,
what you're saying.
you make
You're
it
right,
so
you're
it's
right.
almost
You
like, fucking draft dodger. Well, now you're fucking like, who cares?
Yeah.
You're outsiders. You're hungry. You're gonna fucking torture and kill them. All right. You don't need a reason.
And it's the characters too. Like the first time you see
Oh,
the character, he's
God.
coming out of the fucking pool, like fucking knife in his mouth. I'm like, oh my god, will you just stay under the water, please? You know, I mean, like he's just like,
Yeah.
oh, see what you gotta do, get him, swim out of the swamps. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
we differ in our
By
opinion.
the way, he lost his accent after that scene.
Yeah.
That's the dude from
That's funny.
what's it,
Yes.
White Collar, and he was
Yeah.
in American Horror
Yeah,
Story.
Matt
He-
Bomer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love him in a lot of
Yeah,
stuff. I
you're right.
hate him in that role
Yeah, you're
because
right.
he literally had an accent in that scene.
I did not.
And that was it.
I never caught that. You're right.
That was it.
My opinion and we've obviously covered this on the Killer Filler, but I don't never need to watch the remake ever. It doesn't. It's one of those, like, if it's on, maybe I'll then watch it, but I have no passion to have to watch that movie ever again. Besides the pussy gun, I'll give you the pussy gun, the pussy gun, and the reenactment.
Yeah.
There's parts, but for like what I watched the Texas Chainsaw movie for, the kills are just for me at least. I don't see anything
the
that
kills
makes
are
it
spectacular.
make it
I'll go with
stand
that.
out. And we obviously just talked about this with the most recent one. That's a movie where I go, I want to see the kills, I want to watch it. So
But
there's not
also-
really any passion for the remake.
When this remake came out, I remember going to see it in theaters. I mean, it had been 18 years since we'd gotten a Texas movie. You know, since Next Generation, 95, 2003.
Yeah.
That was it. So it was like I think there was some of that into it too. Like I remember going to see this in theaters, like, oh fuck yeah, Texas remake, cool.
Mm-hmm.
There definitely are problems. I do like Pussy Gun, that whole scene, and I just rewatched it, and I having seen that actress in other things, I realized she is Chloe in Lucifer.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very young Chloe. Yeah.
That's right.
But I get some people not. I will rewatch the film.
Same.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, for what it is, like I think that it's definitely more original than the beginning. I think the beginning was so lazy
Absolutely.
and slow and
Yeah.
Like this was.
I mean,
very
if I have to
the
pick
point.
between the two of them, I'll watch.
Well, that's what we're talking about. The Platinum
And-
Dunes continuity.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's Michael Bay. Like, this is for a mainstream horror audience. I had so much fun watching this in the theater. I was 17 years old with a group of my friends, and I think I do think there's a nostalgia component there for me, 100%.
Yeah, I gotta agree with this. Like, I remember I went to see that, stoked to see a Texas movie.
It is the first attempt of doing a reboot in the 2000s. I mean, where
and all in all, for a horror movie, especially at that time period, 2003, it was pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
I'll say, my opinion differs from you. I will say one of the positive things with it is that because I didn't really gel with the movie as much as everybody else did, it had me go into which came out a year later, the Dawn of the Dead remake, very, very, like, guarded and like paranoid. Am I going to get kind of just, and was completely blown away by Dawn of the Dead.
Because like, that era, early 2000s, like, good horror films were diamond in the rough. Or ones that you at least enjoyed and that you wanted to rewatch. Like, this to me, the 03 remake was a diamond in the rough film for me, where, like, we had been so neutered by and surprisingly by Sam Raimi produced fucking movies that were PG-13. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, I mean, look, we got that all through the 2000s.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Boogeyman and what is it? The one with the dummy and all that stuff, right?
What's right before Saw took off.
Yes.
That is 04. Saw.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
that's true.
It's literally right on the edge of that. And that's the thing is, I think if it had come out a year or two after Saw and the success, I would probably like it more, because my biggest gripe is I don't think there's any kills that impress me in that movie.
That's fair.
And I think
agree.
they were like, well, we can't push it that far, not knowing, you fucking can. There's a movie about to come out where they fucking go hardcore that shit.
Michael Bay was like, I'm trying to make money.
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely was a factor.
Oh, and that's the thing, is because of the success of that is why I do get to have a Dawn of the Dead remake that I like, and some good remakes, some shitty ones, but that, because of the success of that, is what brought about all the 2000 like remakes, and the good and bad.
Maybe the kills weren't there, but I would argue there's a lot of chainsaw terror, if you will.
Oh, the chase into the house.
I'm just gonna say it. I know.
They go to the trailer where we see we find that the chick from the prequel was involved with the and they stole the baby and all that stuff. I'm like, dude. You know, we were watching that, the scene where Jessica Biel passes out. I'm like, I don't want my face on that carpet.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought, I'm like, oh, God. Oh, Jesus, stop.
It always bothers me.
Move.
It always bothers me, though, that she's so badass at the end, and she literally defeats fucking Leatherface, chops off his arm and shit.
Right.
That's my main problem with this fucking movie, is they chop his arm off. Like, killing a sequel. Like, what's Leatherface going to do with one arm, dude?
Yeah.
Really? What's he going to do with one arm?
Mechanical arm. We just talked about it, Next Generation. Come on.
They wouldn't have done that.
I know.
They wouldn't have done that.
But she does this badass shit. She gets out. She finds somebody to get her the fuck out of there, and then she loses the ability to speak.
Okay, and we talked about this too. She's mimicking what the first girl that they pick up, because she's
so what happened? But why?
You realize once the adrenaline stops, you go into shock, right?
I guess, but you can't say they're gonna fucking kill you. I know you're.
She says
Runs
no.
The sheriff over. Yeah.
That was awesome.
She backs up on him. Yeah.
Like, that was because, like, run you over, back up, and then again. Okay, cool. We're good.
It just irritates me that she loses the ability to say, "Don't do that."
I hear you there.
Yeah, because again, pussy vagina girl. Like, she obviously is terrified, but she didn't fucking defeat Leatherface.
True.
I mean, you're badass enough to fucking chop the motherfucker's arm off, and then you can't go, bad guy up ahead. Sorry.
Yes.
And one thing they fucked up again in the beginning is, so they closed down the one meat plant, and then they've opened one up since then.
Right.
Yeah, because the original 03 one, there's a brand new the meat plant active slaughterhouse. But they closed one down in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, think about it, right? Like, I mean,
they were
Not
paying
a lot of
attention.
consistency in this franchise. Let's be honest.
And I will say it was cool. Like, and it was short enough to where I didn't think it was too shoehorned to see Leatherface's face. We've never seen that.
Yeah.
Like, and like the way, you know, and one thing we didn't talk about was they changed the name. It's Sawyer to Hewitt. And they bring in, so they kind of did go like the route that Rob Zombie would go later on. And when they add the backstory, he's got a skin disease. Oh, he's been picked on and all this stuff. And it's like, why? Can you just be a cannibal that likes to wield a chainsaw?
Yeah, he doesn't need a backstory.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, so they did add all that. And I don't know why they fucking changed the name. I really don't know why.
Can we just agree that these attempts for origin story Texas Chainsaw movies are by far
The worst.
Yeah. And we don't fucking need it. We don't fucking care.
I will still watch either of those over the last two we talked about.
Yeah.
I will watch these over 3 or 4.
Okay.
I will. I'm sorry. At least the kills are like at least gory. I see the kills.
That is true.
I see the fucking chainsaw go through flesh.
I will give you that. There are at least some kills.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, it's a horror movie.
But let's go. Okay.
All right.
So
that's the other continuity. And then they stand aside.
Yeah. And then they were like, the beginning did shit and people fucking hated it. Time to try again.
So the next one we've got the Millennium films. So that's basically one Millennium film. We got Leatherface as a prequel to the 74 film. Yeah.
I don't have a lot to say about it. It's just bad.
All right. I'm just gonna throw out there. I'm watching
Leatherface.
it.
It's terrible.
And I'm watching it, and it's all about these kids in a fucking group home because and of course you got the big giant motherfucker in there and you go, okay, all right, yes, gonna be Leatherface, but then they kill him and they go, oh no, it's not. And I went, you know what? And I could see where they're going. I was like, no, I'm done.
No.
The kills are not that fucking good.
No. The way it's shot, it really bothered me too.
I agree.
They do that like
everybody's so
pan
crazy,
up close, almost slight fishbowl on the person. I'm like,
I hated it.
Why are you doing that?
It was almost like Leatherface and his amazing friends. Like he has this crew of crazy people, and they're all crazy. Want to kill people.
Like in the opening scene, they make him a birthday cake full of guts and skin, and they shove it down the other dude's. I mean, all right, you're
well, he gets
hard.
sent there because
he was a thief. I
thought it was the car. Falling.
The very very first scene is Leatherface's birthday,
right?
And they have a dude tied up. They think he stole their pig,
right? That's right.
But they're feeding him this when they bring out the birthday cake. It's literally full of guts and stringy things.
Yeah,
and
it's too obvious.
Yeah. It's like you're being shoehorned. You're shoehorning all this shit in.
Exactly.
Stop it.
It makes me sad because I love Lily Taylor.
I know.
She was great in The Conjuring.
Yeah.
She was great in so many things.
Yeah.
And she's just I gotta play crazy.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Everyone did that.
Yeah.
Everyone overly did everything in that film, and that's the big problem.
Right.
And I didn't see it in the trailer and all the posters for it, but now when you watch the film, you're like, young Leatherface wearing an entire pig mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Plus, he's got to start just pounding down on some fucking. See, he's a
tiny boy,
tiny kid.
Tiny boy.
That's why it made sense with the big motherfucker that was killing people. And okay, that's young Leatherface, and they kill him. I was like, wait. Oh, it's the skinny motherfucker. So, you have a deleted scene where he's just let's take him to Golden Corral.
Roids. I don't know.
Roids, but I mean, he's a big boy everywhere, man. He ain't muscle everywhere.
HGH, baby.
Yeah.
HGH. It grows everything.
That's an extra large apron around him, all right? That's a lot of Golden Corral nights.
Leatherface was doping?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey. You got to do what you got to do to kill. Got to get that meat.
Technically, I feel like Leatherface came out as a result of 3D, which 3D was slightly successful.
Yep.
I will say this: you got OG. I like 3D. It's second on my list.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I don't like that Leatherface is part apparently of the continuity because that came out afterwards as a prequel in the Millennium chronology, and I'm like, no. Give me the first one.
Well, it's also to build up that relationship that they have in 3D, so you understand that.
Yeah, I don't fucking.
Who cares? Yeah, who fucking cares?
No, I got enough explanation in the very first 10 minutes of 3D.
Yes.
Where they showed up right after Sally got away.
Yeah.
And they're fucking Molotov cocktail in the house.
Almost,
that's all I need.
It's almost like Devil's Rejects. They just stole the opening scene.
They were like, no, wait. So Rob Zombie, you were trying to copy and think about what would happen after she got away back then, so we're gonna do this and actually.
Wait a second. Can we have somebody that was in that scene also in this scene? Bill Moseley plays. Literally like, hey Bill, you're not gonna have a beard in this scene, but you're gonna be in a house that's being shot at and firebombed. Okay,
yeah.
So this sounds fucking familiar. I remember hearing about this shit before.
And Gunnar was like Paul Sawyer. He was like the leader.
Yeah.
He was like, give him the
Give him the boy.
Give him the boy. Yeah, give him the boy. He's like, Oh, he's family.
Yeah.
You know, give him the boy. We all need to die for this shit.
Right.
Like, so even the family's like, really, like, no. Like,
yeah.
But he's gone a little too far.
But it's
We're fucked up, but he's
that-
like a whole level of fucked up.
3D literally starts where, like, the repercussions of what happens in the original movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you don't really get that in
Yeah,
any of the
I
other
like that.
movies.
I will
like
say,
that.
this
You know,
is one
they
of the best
did-
houses.
It
yeah.
is one of the best houses. It's
Gorgeous
cool.
inside that motherfucker,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they made the house super huge in the Platinum Dunes movies, but it was gross inside. It was
Right.
disgusting. Like, yeah.
This was a nice house. Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was beautiful. Like, I would love to inherit a house that looked like that inside,
Same.
with these giant columns outside. Fuck
It's
yeah.
beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
HGTV.
right.
Where you at? Yeah.
Now, 3D has a lot going for it.
It does.
It's got some good suspense.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some decent. It's got some good kills. It has some situations like, you know, I don't know, put yourself in a fucking coffin and then having Leatherface know you're in the coffin.
With the 3D
Yeah.
chainsaw.
But
Yeah.
it also has a little bit of fucking stupid in it. Okay,
Yeah.
like I can't do the math,
First
but
of all,
our
yeah.
main character, how does she age? Because
she should be like 35, 37
yeah,
or
because
something. Yeah.
again, original takes place in 74. Could you give me the date again on 3D?
2013.
Okay, so she's a baby in 74,
Yeah.
and she's 20. I'm 21, 22.
She should be almost 40.
Did she skip some years? It doesn't
also,
make any sense.
The whole time
that
I'm watching
she's-
this, like,
she's
I
the
enjoy,
baby from
I enjoy,
74.
I enjoy the large breasts, but I'm like, could you eat a cheeseburger to fill out the rest of that? I'm sorry, it's one of those. It's one of those final girls where I'm like, oh, why'd they pick like the skinniest, smallest girl to like fight
That was the
Leatherface?
thing. I don't know.
I don't get
But
it,
she
man.
does bring along
but
with
it's not
her-
realistic. No, she was
Yeah.
good, but it's like it's not. It's like no, like
But she does bring
No.
along with her some really douchey friends that
Oh,
I was
yeah.
very excited to be murdered.
including
okay?
her
Great
best
songs.
friend, which I did like her strip scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like also,
you mean the best friend
not
that
her best
literally
friend. That was
that's
fucking her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Not
It's
her
like-
best friend at all.
Like
Horrible
throughout the
friend.
entire
Horrible
movie, she's like, okay, she's gone
She
there. Can
grabbed
we
his
fuck
dick in
now?
the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck?
It's a Linnea Quigley move.
Exactly.
Oh, this is Latino Linnea Quigley.
Yes,
I
I
like
love
it.
it.
I like
All
it.
right.
Nice.
So we got
there
that,
We go.
and then we get the
Hitchhiker.
we get the politician conspiracy
Oh, yeah.
part of the movie.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I could fucking give two shits about.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he was the
Yeah.
one that organized the attack on the Sawyer house. So,
Can't get around a good book.
yeah.
Can't get around a good book.
And
Eye for an eye.
there's
Shut the fuck
one
up.
thing that I fucking hate. It's when you accidentally leave incriminating evidence out for someone to discover, as that happens in this movie.
Like a chainsaw in the bar.
Well, yeah, and with literally the photos of the everything they did that she discovers, because they left her in a police station. Like, yeah, you just rummage through the
Give me
files.
the files, yeah.
Go for it, whatever. There's nothing. And like, I hate when that happens. Like, there's got to be some order. Put a lock on the fucking drawer,
Yeah.
okay?
Now I do like when it gets to Leatherface and how Verna has been taking care of him.
Yeah.
Like, he's got him behind two locked doors. So we get owed to the OG steel door.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
but then that's where she keeps her wine, so she can go in there and get her wine. Leatherface is still behind that door; she can drop his food off. But we've got that giant wooden door but she realizes that's where he needs. So it's an ode to 2022s, where like this is caretaker who realizes he needs to be behind something very strong, or likewise have somebody who maybe I want to say loves him enough to keep him under control.
Keep him, if he has no guidance or that, he's
so in
going to kill
2022 it was
motherfuckers left
guidance,
and right.
It was guidance in 2022, but in the 3D it was like just food.
To survive.
Well, the
It was
rest of
survival. It was
the
like
rest
you help me survive, I take care of you.
Yeah.
That was like it was like a barter. Almost.
The rest of the family, it seemed, killed to also follow through with their appetite. Where Leatherface, he just kills.
Yeah.
Like I could eat them too, but I kill. Like that's his whole agenda. Like he doesn't. So keeping that under control in both 3D and 2022 is like essential. These people are the only thing keeping this motherfucker from busting out. And when they both go, you see what happens.
There you go.
Get him, cuz.
God damn it!
that was-
God, holy shit!
That was so bad.
And
that scene was going so well, and then she says that.
Yeah.
I was like, no,
Love it.
no.
Because there's
You know what I love before that? Over Get 'em Cuz is when she's chained and you get like a lot of side boob.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was way better than Get 'em Cuz.
She
Because
is
Get 'em Cuz was
very hot.
Get 'em Cuz was terrible.
But you get
It was such a terrible way to end that film.
But
they end that
you get
scene.
good kills. You get a crazy fucking scene of him chasing her into a carnival, and for a minute there, I thought we were gonna get some fucking carnival kills. We don't, but still, like that scene.
He runs into the person reenacting the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the pig suit. That was cool.
That was awesome.
He was like, and he's like, and the guy's like, no, and he runs away. This is so good.
But him chainsawing a fucking Ferris wheel and shit like that. I mean, there's stuff there. It's the third act of this movie where I'm just like, I'm just gonna turn it off and enjoy what I saw. Because again, where you get the the mayor, the setup job. And,
well, there's parts of it like I like dude, the scene when he follows the train tracks to the fucking slaughterhouse, and then she's chained up, and you see him coming in front of her, but he works his way around her.
Yeah,
and then he just rests the chainsaw on her shoulder. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
Because she had calmed down slightly, and then
he was like, I got you.
Then he didn't know at the time that was the family, and she just looks over and she's like, because it was like thunk. Ah! I thought that was a great scene because that big motherfucker was stealthy.
Yes.
And just thunk, and then when he starts it up, and he's literally slowly torturing her with the idea of being impaled with a chainsaw until he stops right at the fucking birthmark. And it's cheesy, but I was like, okay.
I mean,
there's
an essential thing with family.
It was also showing off her boobs.
I
mean, it was like big.
Like there's a whole thing with family, but I feel like you have to have somebody standing next to him and go, "She's part family. Don't kill her."
No,
because without that,
she screamed, "I'm your cousin."
Right, but that's still. I mean, if that works, wouldn't everybody just do that? Like, I'm related, motherfucker. Don't kill me. Like, it's just.
But she actually had the brand of the.
Right,
emblem.
But you're talking about Leatherface, who is just a rage killer. Let me think about this for a second.
No, he had been keeping a wall diary of the entire event.
All right,
and stabbing away the faces.
Yeah,
like he knew the family necklace. So that's why that all made sense to me.
I do have an ironic kill that I love. Is her best friend, the slut in the movie. You assume she's dead, but then you get the sheriff down
he shoots her in the head.
And he opens up, and she pops out, and he fucking shoots her head, and Leatherface technically you killed her, all right?
What it was the guy
because he has
the douche. I was like, no, it's fine. It didn't happen.
Remember, he's down basically. He's live streaming, and she pops up, and everybody's like, oh shit, you fucked up, dude. They're all like, turn your camera off, man.
And I really did. I dig the ending when they get back from the slaughterhouse, because. Remember, he has that scene where he sews his mask on to his fucking cheek. Oh.
Yeah, good body horror there.
Oh, yes, very good. Yes,
I just don't need their relationship. I don't know for some reason.
There wasn't a relationship. He sits down exhausted, and she just goes to touch his face, and he stops her, and then gets up and walks downstairs, and then he she finally reads the letter. And then all she does is go downstairs.
Oh, the letter that literally the first 10 minutes of the movie.
The dude told her to read.
The dude from fucking Office Space.
Make sure you read Brenner's letter.
Whatever you do, read the fucking letter. And they never read. It's literally the last part of the movie. She's like, God, I've been through so much shit. Oh yeah, this fucking letter. It's like, here's everything you were supposed to know. Don't go down there. Don't do this.
No, it wasn't don't go down there. It was go down there. You will find your cousin Jed.
Yeah.
And it was really, it wasn't don't go down there. It's just be ready for what you get. He doesn't know you.
If she had read the letter when handed to her.
Oh, it'd been a whole different movie.
She would have had 4 friends still alive. All right.
And a badass protector.
Yeah. But she didn't, and then she let her douchey friends go find out.
Protector. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, same.
I would totally love that.
Who wouldn't?
Just look at him and say, "Go get him, cuz," that kind of thing.
Yeah. Stop. No, God. I think it's the name of the episode, just because it's so bad.
Go get him, cuz.
Because it's so bad. That line was just. It was
so stupid.
The way it was delivered, it was like, no, what are you doing?
It's one of those lines that it's in if you watch Scott Pilgrim, there's several times where characters say something and they're like, "What? That's fucking stupid." That's the line that would be in Scott Pilgrim, but it's like, "Get him, cuz." People are like, "Who? Why would you say that? That's fucking stupid, man."
No, it was do your thing, cuz.
Do your thing, cuz. That's what it was.
Do your thing, cuz.
Yes. Do your thing, cuz.
That's even worse.
Oh,
you're exactly
totally
right.
Totally the name of the episode. We got to just lean into that. She was like, she thought the writers thought that was a good idea. Do your thing, cuz.
Do your thing, cuz.
We got it. The kids are gonna love it.
Yeah, this is gonna.
No, they're not.
No.
So yeah, I dug the final scene. Well, not there's a post-credit scene, but the final scene of the main chunk of the movie was her walking down, and he's just watching her. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
Like, cause he has a mind of a child, so he's more just observant, and then he reacts with the mentality and of maturity of a child. He's very emotional reactions that he has, right? And she picks up the food plate because clearly he hasn't been fed in a while because Verna's dead,
right?
And walks out, shuts the door.
Yeah.
So okay, we got the dynamic down.
Right.
Like it was just such an unspoken understanding that happened there. I thought was really cool. And then you realize they really understand each other when she invites her adoptive parents to the house.
Oh, her
in the post-credits scene.
her cartoonishly terrible fucking parents. I mean, they are on a level of just goddamn shitty.
There is the ultimate white trash.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
I'm just saying, literally, we only see them for what, like 2 minutes in the beginning of the movie, but they're the most despicable fucking people.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course.
But they set him up too. He's sitting there drinking his beer with his fucking toes sticking out, his holes in his socks. And
yeah.
all this.
Wait,
she's got like
is there any money in for us? God damn it.
Her hair's fucking fried because she dyes it, and like it's just like, oh,
that's what I'm saying. It's cartoonish how terrible these people are. And so it's satisfying at the very end of the movie when they're invited to the house.
But all you see is this Jed run out with a chancsaw.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
What we wanted.
That's it.
Yeah.
I thought, so like overall, with the issues that movie does have, for me, it's a very, very enjoyable scene.
Yeah, I'll put it in my top 3. It's number 3. So.
Yeah, for me, and we're getting ready to go into it. It's 74, 2022, 2013.
I'm on the same page.
Yep. So we're going to go in 2022. You have heard us wax poetic about this movie already. We are going to let Katie do her thing with 2022.
Oh my God, I freaking loved it. It is exactly what I wanted out of the 9th installment of a iconic horror franchise, which is just silly, fun chainsaw carnage. Like that scene on the freaking, first of all, the fact that Leatherface is on a party bus is just amazing. And then you get what we've been wanting for this entire franchise, which is just over the top, excessive blood, pools of blood, gore, characters that are so ridiculously silly and vapid that we don't give a shit what happens to them. We want them to be dead as well. It was amazing. I loved it. I think that it was great to see old man Leatherface, which was really cool.
Right?
Great gore.
One thing
loved
we
it.
brought up about the old man Leatherface was that scene in the garage when he's trying to get into the car, and then his little sister comes up and like with the gun and distracts him. There's like a small, like, I don't know, half a second pause. And then he fucking moves.
Yeah, he
moves. Is like coming after her, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is this
nimble.
old motherfucker running
he
like?
Definitely has.
He's
out.
almost like a T-Rex, man. Like
Yeah.
he's so big, but he's still lumbering.
Yeah.
Like,
and then like because after the scene from it shows from her point of view him charging her.
Yeah.
And then in the film it pans to the street and you see him charging across the street of her.
He's
It's
moving.
like he is fucking
moving.
going.
Yeah. And he's got some tricks in this movie.
Yeah.
Like Leatherface is historically characterized as a little simple, little dumb, and in this one he's like trying to get like manipulate, throwing chainsaws to try to like side sweep him with the leg. Like he's doing shit.
Well, he side sweeps her.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's true. He like no, he's like I got you. I got you.
and there's a couple shots that are just amazing. Like when that one guy's in the kitchen and he sees the reflection of Leatherface. It's too late. You saw the reflection. I love that scene because he's like, what's going on here? And
I loved it.
You're doomed.
And then there's over the top gore, and it's amazing.
And he's in the process of trying to take his fucking face as she walks down. He's like, I got interrupted. All right, let me.
Oh, and then there's also like sewage in the face and all that. Like that was
great.
No, I mean like that does add
But
elements
saying,
to the fucking film.
that's like you're already almost about to die, and you're covered in
raw sewage.
Literally Leatherface's shit. I mean, that was his house.
Yeah,
that's his shit.
Yeah. But like there's so many good scenes. Like he has to break the chainsaw out of the wall.
Amazing.
It was
Loved
so
it.
like epic.
And you're like he's going in there for it. I know it. Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, they hit it in the fucking walls.
Yeah.
What? Like he's just like, ah.
Yes.
And just the dude who he just starts going at his head, and it's just and not only that, but you have this chick and she's at eye level.
Yeah,
and just watching his head disintegrate into mush.
Literally.
And just think about that. You're laying there and you're like 2 feet away from this person. You're at the same level, but you're not having the heavy object.
You're in the splash zone.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened before that though?
That fucking leg. God damn it.
That leg fucked me up too.
Dude, it was so hardcore.
Yeah,
he was
very hard. Yeah.
He's just, I'm coming at you.
What's
and
that
he's
Charlie
like, no, you're
Sheen
not.
alien movie?
Arrival.
Arrival.
Oh, yeah.
Where when you find out the end, it's the alien and the
there's
legs.
legs?
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of, dude. That's what it fucking reminded me of, dude.
If you were an alien, you'd be fine. But you're a human, so your legs fucked. All right,
Yeah,
dude.
it's brutal.
And before that, there was a whole death with a bone.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Dude. I know what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Wait, has that ever been in any other horror movie? I couldn't remember. I
Death
saw
with
that
your own
scene.
bone?
Yeah, I saw that scene and I was like, "That's fucking cool as shit." I don't remember. Seeing that. Yeah.
I don't
Probably
remember.
because everything exists.
So
but,
I've
like,
seen,
yeah.
so not in a horror movie, but I know in the newest Rambo,
Oh
he
yeah,
takes his
that movie's
knife
great.
and bashes
I
the
love that
collarbone
movie.
and he
Yes.
rips in and just fucking pulls.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh man, Rambo's great.
Jesus.
I love it. Oh wait, Rambo's
You need
great.
to watch that
Yeah.
one scene.
Oh,
No,
amazing.
I've
Dude,
seen
it's the
that
most
scene.
brutal torture like I've ever seen
It's
in
awesome.
a movie.
But I haven't
Yeah.
seen that in a horror movie, or I don't remember seeing that.
And you're right. I don't either. Actually, I don't.
So,
Nothing
the
comes
The only
to
thing I
mind.
come reminiscent, it's not really a horror movie, but Hobo with the Shotgun,
Oh.
where she gets her hand chopped off by the blades,
Yeah.
and then she uses the bone to stab somebody else.
Yeah.
But that's her.
Ooh,
her
I'm talking
bone.
about
Good call.
fucking Daredevil. No, like in season 1 when they introduced the Russians and they're in Russia in the Russian prison. There, remember it's the two brothers, and there's a dude that's dead in the side, and one of the brothers just gets thrown back into the cell.
Oh.
And they're talking and yada yada, and you see the one brother move over to the dead body, and he's ripping a rib out to create a knife.
I mean, that's just smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a fucking bone.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But like you're right. Not another
Yeah.
horror movie, but like, why is that not in horror and it's more in like
Right.
other things?
Action
I know.
things, yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
that's
Well,
dark
Hobo-
as
Cool. It's
fuck.
very
You
dark,
use a
yeah.
fucking
Hobo with the
bone.
shotguns.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not horror, but it
goes there.
It's
Yeah.
gory
Yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck, right?
But it's just weird that we're mentioning other things that aren't horror that have like more grotesque things with body parts.
Yeah.
Than, like,
Yeah.
horror movies. And listeners, if we are missing tons of movies, please
let us know.
list them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will watch them, or we'll probably be like, oh, I've seen that. Oh fuck yeah.
yeah, and then we're like, God damn it.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
I know people who are complaining about like this whole it's for Gen Z or it's too woke or whatever. But
Oh,
like,
they crushed the woke
I
thing
know,
though. Like
but, like,
they crush it. Like the whole bus was like, we'll cancel you. No, I'm gonna fucking chainsaw the
Literally,
fuck out of you,
the dude says, you
So
come
good.
one step closer, you're getting canceled.
right.
Yeah.
It's
like,
okay.
What
Yeah.
are you
fucking
fucking
care?
gonna do,
Yeah.
man?
But I would argue that in 20 years from now, we will look back and say, horror is always about what's going on in the world, right?
Yes.
Or it can be.
It has been very it's very social aware.
And that's what that's what's going on. So I was
again,
fine with
as
that.
as
Yeah.
the first one said, took on the kind of hippie
Yeah.
community at that time and said, maybe you shouldn't pick up every motherfucker in your van.
Right.
This movie's like, yeah, this is like, who cares? Like you can be woke or whatever like that. It's a Texas Chainsaw
You're gonna
movie.
die.
Yeah.
It
You're
doesn't
gonna
fucking
die.
matter.
And like
Doesn't matter.
Your politics, whatever your thoughts are,
Doesn't- yeah.
holding your phone, it doesn't matter because a chainsaw is coming towards you, motherfucker.
The blade is a great equalizer.
and they definitely made you hate those characters too.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you in your self-driving car.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares? Like
Exactly.
fuck you.
I mean, literally
I really
go,
thought the Tesla was gonna be dead, by the way.
oopsie,
Like,
I don't think I
I'm trying to get away
actually,
and it's dead.
I actually didn't have the deed to this one that we caused the whole massacre. My bad. Like,
You're right.
Yeah.
whoopsie.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also how the fucking self-driving car is a catalyst to her dying in the last
Yeah,
scene.
which is I loved. I was
Like
like,
she can't
oh,
stop the
shit.
car. I was like, oh shit, fuck.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Yeah, you're dead. That was a great last
Yeah,
scene, though.
it was.
Just the fucking just hold the
Yeah.
fucking head. No dance. He's too old for that shit.
What I'm
He's
saying,
just, this is what I do,
you
bitch.
think for a minute-
This is what I do.
You think for a minute there, she's like, maybe she'll get away, and he's like, no, I'm not even getting you a fighting chance. Just right over the neck. You're fucked. All
And
right,
then
like,
little sister is out the sunroof, just like Sally Hardesty in the original. Going,
yeah, we
We
talked
literally
about that.
talked about that. Fuck yeah.
which I love.
And the other thing that we brought up that was really, I thought really cool in the movie is like it never picks sides. Like, you know, they say it's very Gen Z, but like it actually doesn't pick sides or anything.
Yeah.
Everybody's up for game.
Agreed.
Like even the Confederate flag, red, that whole aspect, like
yeah.
there's still a conversation about guns and like why she doesn't like guns
Yes.
because she was attacked. She was the
Right.
only survivor of all her friends being killed.
Right.
And at that point, he was like, oh fuck, like
Yeah, he got it.
He got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But then he's like, no, here's the gun. Like it's not loaded. It's a piece of metal
Yeah.
with a spring and a few other contraptions in there.
Yes.
There you go. And by the end, she's like, I'm using this fucking thing.
Yeah.
So it was a very cool conversation on just having the conversation,
right,
instead of being polarized.
Oh my gosh, is this a fair and balanced horror movie?
But I that's what I saw when I'm watching. I'm like, because at first when I saw the main characters, I'm like, oh fuck me,
right?
Oh, I'm gonna hate this fucking movie.
Still think that's I still think that's what it is.
Yeah,
is that people just can't get over that. So no matter how good the kills are, how suspenseful some of the scenes are,
they watch it. The whole conversation's
they've
there.
already made up their mind though from the beginning characters, and I'm like,
dude,
no, you can't do it that way.
The whole conversation's there in the movie.
Yeah,
because you're right. Horror's always been now, and they are very now, but they're also not alienating any part of now.
Right.
This is what we have in our society.
It's directed by the guy that did Bloodfest.
Yeah.
And the kind of underlining theme of Bloodfest is the motivating thing is that horror movies were, motivating or kind of, setting stuff up. And so the whole setup of Bloodfest is killer body. So you lose all that appeal of horror.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's this underlining thing that director had before that. Then you have this. So.
Yeah, I dug it.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Like, and then that final post-credit scene, just him walking home. Oh, Jesus fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Hey, all you fucks that don't get it, don't fuck up my sequel to this movie. I'll say it again.
Yeah. Here's the weird thing is, how do you determine with like a Netflix movie? Because obviously, if it came out in theaters, you have box office, how the opening weekend
they found
went.
out how to do all that during the pandemic, I thought, because there was a lot of stuff coming out streaming, like HBO Max.
But what's the number that has to get?
I don't know. We need to get it there.
You know what?
I don't know. Hey, I want another movie.
I'll say this: if you enjoyed the shit out of it, watch it a few more times
and
get
like
those,
like the movie.
Like get us some downloads because we want a fucking sequel.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Because the way I'm going to rank it,
going back to his house,
I'm ranking it OG 2020 or 2022, and then 3D. It's that simple. And like I've watched it twice now, so I'm confident it's number 2.
Yeah, and
right on.
We're going to correct the Wikipedia issue where this is not associated with the original continuity. This is a direct sequel to the first one. This is the 4th continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah. It literally the Millennium films really just go Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 74, and then Texas Chainsaw Massacre to 3D. I don't put this movie in with the first 4 at all.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like, and also, I mean, we've got the original 74 film, and then we've got 3D. So they said we've got 4 different timelines here, and honestly, the Platinum Dunes could.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. Like I said, I still watch. Like, it's because these 3 and 4 are part of the main continuity. Like, and I will watch Platinum Dunes over last 2. It's so hard. It's so hard to say. It's so hard.
I got the 3 I'll watch. I don't need to really go any further.
No, I think moving forward, for me, I would obviously the first one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I've got 4 that I will rewatch.
Sorry, not sorry. I'll watch all of them again. You know me.
Man.
I was like, no, I was just fucking sweeping it
I'll
off.
watch that Gold Chainsaw bullshit movie.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
That was that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gold Chainsaw. Fuck. All right. So that's gonna wrap it up for the TCM franchise, but we're not done. But first, we got to talk about our sponsors. We got Amazon.com. You just go to our GUIPodcast.com, go to the links tab, click on that. It'll take you to our links page. First link is Amazon.com. You click on that. It'll take you to Amazon. All you got to do is log in and shop like normal. It costs you nothing extra. We just get a little kickback, and we greatly appreciate that. The next link would be right next to it, and it is TeePublic, and that's where all the merch is for all the shows under the network, including just some random-ass, episode-specific, tangential nonsense that we turn into designs, and it's awesome,
including our fucking weapons of badness.
Yes.
Again, I don't gotta bring it up because it's got motherfucking chainsaw right in there,
and that is a specifically Leatherface chainsaw.
Yep.
Made sure to have the some of the attributes of the Saw's family on that fucker. So because we have another thing specific to Evil Dead, because I can't think of any other chainsaws that are important.
Those are the kind of the main 2.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So definitely check us out on TeePublic. Use that link, buy some merch. It'd be awesome. You can get it on pretty much on everything minus koozies. Yeah, dude.
I know.
Someday
it will happen. It will happen someday.
One fun koozies.
I know, man.
So, all right. Now that that's done, it's time for
Stump the Host.
All right. Here we go. So where are we? I'm one up on you.
I thought we were tied.
We're tied.
Are we tied? I was gonna say.
I got it back. No, you're right.
You haven't gone one up on me.
No,
yet.
I got it back to tied.
Snap.
So
we got ourselves a game.
We
We
do.
Yeah, but I've actually been on a losing streak. I think I've lost the last like 3 of them.
You have.
Yeah.
I hope you're not giving them to me. That would
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, there's an error judgment. No, there was an error judgment on the Scream one where I blanked on goddamn student bodies and it kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Well, I literally own the movie and I can't remember the name.
And I didn't know student bodies either. It's just weird that's what did
me in.
Really fucking weird.
So
all right.
How do I get to pick who goes first?
Yes,
right?
you get to pick who goes first.
This is and it's tied?
It's tied.
It's tied.
Gosh, there's a lot of pressure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right,
yeah.
And now if one of us doesn't get it, the other person does have a chance to steal.
Got it.
So,
okay.
Yeah. We had one episode where someone kept going, the answer is like, no. So I like to
pause and
emphasize that before it. Because there was one that I had to steal and it got stolen from me.
Me too. Like it happened It happened a couple times, so we're definitely like...
I take this very seriously, so I will be a great facilitator. All right.
She's like, I've been on enough episodes, motherfucker. I know what I'm doing.
Real talk, though.
All right, so I am keeping it into a chainsaw theme with the questions.
Okay.
So here we go. I'm going to start with Lowdown.
Oh, boy.
So Leatherface is loosely based on what serial killer?
Ed Gein.
Right into it. All right. Okay, Hunter, a little bit more challenging. What is the name of Ash's chainsaw in Evil Dead? I did not know this.
Wow, holy shit. Sawyer?
It is not Sawyer.
All right.
Lowdown for the steal?
Jed.
I love the guesses. The name is Big Red.
Big Red. Okay.
Big Red.
When the fuck does he use that though? I don't remember him saying that.
I don't remember either.
I believe that it's true, but I just don't remember.
God damn it! I've watched fucking Evil Dead.
Oh.
All right, Lowdown. We talked about her earlier. Name the actress who played Stretch in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh fuck. Yeah. And we did talk about it earlier. I do not remember her name.
All right.
I don't.
Hunter for steal.
God damn it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love it. Yes.
Sally. Blah 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 blah.
No.
I have no idea.
I love it.
Caroline Williams.
Caroline Williams. Yeah.
I could have just got me one up more, but like, yeah, we literally talked about that.
I know.
All right. Lowdown's up by 1.
Mm.
Where we at, Hunter? So, what is the name of the iconic, at least to me, 80s slasher about a killer who uses body parts to make a human jigsaw puzzle? Also, there is a chainsaw in this movie that I consider iconic as well.
Are you talking about Pieces?
I am talking
God, I love Pieces.
Spanish movie Pieces, yeah. Is it Spanish?
No, it's
Spain or Mexican?
I mean, it's dubbed, but I can't remember.
No, it's one of the Latin. No, that was like a big.
I love Pieces. It has the greatest ending of a fucking movie.
100%.
The most painful ending of a fucking movie.
All right, we're tied.
All right.
Great chainsaw action in Pieces.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's got Bluto from fucking
Popeye.
Popeye.
From Popeye.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. All right, Lowdown. So it's 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
It is March. March is yesterday, or it was International Women's Day this month. Name 2.
Nia DaCosta and fuck me. It's supposed to be rapid fire. I'm kind of drawing a blank here.
All right, we'll give it over to Hunter.
Oh my God. Now,
you can't use mine, right?
Good question.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Sadistic.
Shit, I am drawing a blank. There was one I was going to throw out as a question since it's sort of a horror movie, but I can't think of her name, so it doesn't fucking matter anyway.
Well, like I know of 2 more. I just can't remember their name because we've done episodes on their films.
Right.
But they weren't like.
I was going with the director.
We just released an episode.
I'll just say I was going the director of Near Dark, but I can't. I'm drawing a blank.
Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah.
So Mary Lambert, Nia DaCosta, Karen Kusama, Axel Carolyn, Julia DeCorno, who did Titanian Raw.
Who did Pet Sematary? Because that was the one that I was trying to think about.
Oh, can't remember, but yes.
Yeah, that was
Slumber
such an
Party
early.
Massacre,
Yeah.
Lots of great.
Yeah.
All right. We are now. I think we're on.
Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we talked about Ed Gein earlier. Name the state that he is from.
Wisconsin.
That's right.
Nice.
Wisconsin.
You won.
Is that the win? Yeah.
That was the win. Because that was 6 and he got
Yeah.
2. That was nice. Wow.
For a minute there, I was like,
I didn't know. I had no idea you knew that. Like that. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I watched a couple documentaries. I watched a
yeah.
couple documentaries.
Yes.
Thank you, documentaries.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Fuck yeah. All right. Hunter's back in the lead.
It was funny because
Yeah.
I questioned myself. I said, "No, just fucking say it. Do it." That's pretty sure that
No, it's
documentary is
Wisconsin.
right.
I was about to
Yeah.
fucking take that shit. Fuck yeah, dude. F.U. Hunter's back in the lead by 1. Sweet. The losing streak is over.
And I have nothing to say about it. So good show.
Good show.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
show.
yes, good.
We have cut down on the
Yeah,
shit talking.
yeah,
So good show.
yes,
Yes, good show.
All sportsmanship here.
Yes.
Yes. Mhm. We need to start putting on our white gloves before we get in.
Yes,
This is
good
like a
show.
duel.
Good
Like,
show.
yeah, it's
Golf
like-
clap.
Golf clap.
clap.
Yes. I want to thank Katie of Nerdcropolis for being on this episode. It was so much fucking fun.
Thanks
Hope you
for
had
having
fun.
me here, guys.
Always
Oh,
insightful.
Love
Always.
talking chainsaw. Appreciate you being being here. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Because it's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like this is
And
how
it's-
you're supposed to talk about this franchise. It's not.
And it was a bonus to
Fucking,
run into because, again, you never know how the reaction has been with the newest Texas.
That's right.
So it was really exciting to have somebody else
Heck
go,
yeah.
fuck yeah, then we rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we literally like. I feel like it leans to like 70% has just been negative raw.
And I
Watch it
felt
again.
really bad
Watch
on
it
one of the,
again.
Terrible.
and I felt really bad on the last episode where you were talking about how much you liked the Wrong Turn one, and we had just shit all over it a couple months earlier. So I feel
All right.
good now we're on the
I don't
same
feel
page
bad about
again.
that at all.
Yeah,
Damn. No, it's great. That's what's great about horror fans. We all got opinions.
that's
True.
right.
It's how you handle it.
That's right.
Don't be a fucking dick. That's really all. Just don't be a dick.
Agreed.
So, all right. That's it. Hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know what you think about the franchise. If you didn't listen to our episode specifically on the new film, go back a week. It's there. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of the franchise. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? Which one you think should fucking burn in a fucking fiery blazes of hell? There are a couple we already mentioned.
Which one is your favorite Leatherface of all the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please say not leather.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. But we just want feedback. We want to know what you guys think. We want to, we do this because we want to converse with other horror fans about, and it's always different opinions. So hearing from other horror fans definitely matters. So, and till we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.
Mike the Hobbit here,
Lowdown Brown.
inviting you to check out Geeks Under the Influence, a podcast that pairs booze with conversation with good friends.
And a little nerd culture.
We get a lot of colorful conversation out of our episodes, but it is here for everyone, no gatekeeping.
Always level up everything we do.
We'll punch up, never punch down.
Exactly.
So check out Geeks Under the Influence everywhere you get your podcasts and join us or die.
Shut the fuck up, Hobbit. Welcome to GUI Nights.
GUI Nights.
Yeah, I am Lowdown Brown. With me as always,
Mike the Hobbit.
this is the tangential side of GUI.
This is like so many of those other shows that has the after the show bit mixed with a little bit of Baywatch night, so it's a little sexier. It's a little bit after hours.
Also while tying it into the previous episode of GUI. So look forward to that too, because this comes out the week after the flagship hour-long episode.
So make sure to check out GUI Nights, and when you're done, you can
Go the fuck home.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots,
F.U. Hunter,
your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May
the schlock be with you.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
two men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
Join Mike the Hobbit and Tondi as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world? This is Smack My Pitch Up.
Hey guys, Scotty P here with Smash on your left. And we are the Geek Fathers. That's right, bringing all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent.
So welcome to our world.
And as always, join us
or cry.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIpodcast.com.